Sauron, with many arguments, gainsaid all that the Valar had taught. Out of the darkness the world was made, for darkness alone is worshipful, and the Lord thereof may yet make other worlds to be gifts to those that serve him, so that the increase of their power shall find no end. I am so pleased with how this adventure turned out, which I'm a little surprised by, to be honest. This one was designed for the men of Bree, which is probably the culture that I was least interested in playing. However, reading through the cultural specific virtues, and thinking about the few Bree characters from Fellowship of the Ring, gave me a good starting point. The two lines that stuck out most to me were, "Few had survived the turmoils of the elder days, but when the kings returned again over the great sea, they had found the Bree men still there." And, "Are you still willing to help me?" "I am," said Mr. Butterbur, "more than ever, though I don't know what the likes of me can do against, he faltered. "Against the shadow in the east," said Strider quietly. Similar to hobbits, Breelanders are simple people that have a hidden resilience to the turmoils of the world. Lately, I have also been reading a bunch of Lovecraft stories, where often ordinary people encounter forbidden cults and have terrible cosmic revelations. That seemed like a good foil to pit the Breelanders against. This adventure will start with players hearing about people going missing from Bree and the surrounding villages. There are many strangers around these days as people move from the south to avoid the growing shadow. However, some of these strangers bring the shadow with them. A group of black Númenóreans and evil men, led by a sorcerer named Himmelkar, have found a forgotten temple in the South Downs. They intend to begin performing human sacrifices in the manner that Sauron taught their ancestors. It is for this reason that they have begun capturing Breelanders. I have left out pretty much any specific numbers of enemies in this one. You can tailor it to your group and make it as much about combat or stealth as you want. On my last Landmark Adventure video, there is a comment by Harlath with a link to a document he wrote on balancing and setting the difficulty in combat encounters for the One Ring. It has some really useful tips in it, so check that out. I'll also link it in the description of this video. Finally, there are a few different schemes going on in this adventure. Not all the strangers in Bree are as frightening as they might appear. There may be opportunities to use the internal conflicts of Himmelkar's evil men to disrupt their dark plans. There's an evil idol to steal, prisoners to set free, and maybe even a surprising revelation about one of the player hero's ancestry. So, if that sounds interesting, check this adventure out. You can download it through the link in the description. The next landmark I make will focus on the Elves of Lindon. It'll have a bit of a similar feel to this one, and I'm very excited about the connection to an important event in the history of the Elves that will feature prominently. Also, a few other fun things that will be happening on this channel soon. I will be interviewing Francesco Nepatello, who is the lead writer on The One Ring, so if there are any questions about the game, the industry, or anything else he has worked on, let me know and I'll ask him. I'm also looking at a new RPG to start doing videos on, which should be pretty interesting to people who enjoy The One Ring. I'm not sure when those will start, but hopefully soon. That's all for now, thanks so much for watching, and have a great day.